Hello everyone, my name is Ariana. Today we're going to read a story called A Little Bit of Winter. This book belongs to Tuscany School. This book belongs to Tuscany School because I'm a student in Tuscany School. A Little Bit of Winter. I'll miss you, said Rabbit. Period. You will miss me? No, said Hedgehog. Why? Silly me. I'll miss you, said Rabbit. I know, said Hedgehog. You have just told me. You are forgetful, said Hedgehog. Forgetful? Said Rabbit. If you were not, he said Hedgehog, you would remember why I would not miss you. Remember me, said Rabbit. I will be asleep. Remind me, said Rabbit. I will be asleep, said Hedgehog. You don't miss friends when you're asleep. Hedgehog picked up a little sharp stone and walked to the tree. Rabbit ate a little green grass and then a dandelion leaf, then some clover. Hedgehog wrote the message on the bark. Bark means skin of the trees. Rabbit said, Hedgehog, there is something I want you to do for me. It will be hard for an animal who is so full of forget. So I've written a message to remind you I want to save me a little bit of winter. But why? Said Rabbit. I want to know what winter feels like, said Hedgehog. Winter is hard and white, said Rabbit. Winter is cold, but not cold. But what is cold? Said Hedgehog. I am cold now, cold and sleepy, he yawned. Rabbit prodded his friend. Ouch, he cried. Rabbit, said Hedgehog. It is time for me to find somewhere warm to spend the winter. Rabbit sucked his paw. I'll miss you, he said. Winter was bad that year. Snow fell. The lake turned to ice. Rabbit was warm in his burrow. But he was also hungry. Dear Rabbit, please save me a little bit of winter. For when I wake up, love Hedgehog X. That is the trouble with winter, said Rabbit, as he hopped outside. The colder it is, the more food I want. He looked around, and the colder it is, less food I find. There was no green grass. There was no pink clover. Rabbit Rabbit had to do with brown. Brown bark, brown leaves, brown acorn. When Rabbit saw the birds on the tree, he dropped the acorn in surprise. The acorn rolled and gathered snow and turned into a snowball. Rabbit read the message. "Oh dear," he said, "a little bit of what?" "The wind blew icy cold." Rabbit looked down at the snowball. A little bit at the Rabbit looked down at the snowball and remembered. "A little bit of winter," he said. Rabbit rolled the snowball over the snow. It grew bigger and bigger. Rabbit wrapped the snowball in leaves. "They will keep the warm out. They will keep the cold in," said Rabbit. "Then I shall store it underground." Spring came. The sun shone. The snow melted, and the lake turned back to water. Hedgehog woke up. Hedgehog said, "Rabbit." Rabbit said, "Hedgehog," said Rabbit. "Rabbit," said Hedgehog. "Oh dear," said Hedgehog, "you have eaten winter." "No," said Rabbit, "I ate the bark. Winter, I have saved it in my burrow. I shall fetch it to you." Hedgehog poked the soft brown ball. "You told me that winter was hard and white," he said, "and cold." "Just wait," said Rabbit. "I'll pull off the leaves one by one." Hedgehog stared at the snowball. It looked like winter. Hedgehog sniffed the snowball. It smelled like winter. Hedgehog grasped the snowball in his paws. "Ouch!" he cried. "It bit me." "That," said Rabbit, "is what winter feels like." "Thank you for remembering," said Hedgehog. "I remember because I miss you," said Rabbit. "Did you miss me?" Hedgehog sighed. "Oh, Rabbit," he said. "Bye, everyone."